It's time for our opening bout scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Let's bring out competitor number one.
Hang on, bro.
Before that, my apologies. Let's bring out senior official Billy J. Now, let's bring out the first competitor. From the backwoods of Georgia, weighing 270 pounds, he is running out of the play. Relentlessly 60, Ray Feuring. From the Moonlight Bunny Range, weighing 260 pounds, Justin Beach.
Yes, sir, it's time for Wrestling Night in Iowa. Midnight Guthrie, proud to be joined by longtime broadcast colleague Matt Hollinger, making his Impact Pro Wrestling debut.
I am excited to be up here in Algona.
I'm fired up. How great is it to have Larry Nelson here doing the ring announcing for us tonight?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Defies all modern science, really. This should be a dandy of a matchup here, as we have Justin Decent taking on one half of the Playboys, Ray Feuring, a battle of two very large, very strong competitors.
Ray Feuring wearing a t-shirt that says, "I would cuddle you so hard." I don't know if that's a message I would want to send to my opponent.
That's the ladies' man, does he?
I'd be a little creeped out if I'm Justin Decent.
Big night of action here, October 25th, 2014, our annual Halloween spectacular here in Algona. Awaiting Billy J calling for the bell. One fall, 15-minute time limit in play.
This Feuring kid seems to be taking his time getting the
this is kind of his prerogative. He likes to slow things down, but he is a hard hitter, as he and his tag team partner Anthony Draven, absolutely desirable Anthony Draven, have looked good in tag team matches the last couple months against our tag team champions, Pretty Ugly.
Guthrie, you're going to have to keep me up to date on a lot of this. I am not as familiar with some of the competitors tonight.
Well, hey, Dr. Wrestling's here for you.
Dr.
Matthew.
Wrestling in the house.
So we are awaiting the opening bell here. Certainly, yes, you are correct. Ray Feuring taking his time, trying to win a psychological battle against Justin Decent, but Justin Decent's been around for quite a while.
I'm not sure that's a guy you can psych out.
No, he's a wild man.
He's not all there upstairs as it is. I don't know that playing mind games with him works.
Likes to socialize, spend his downtime in environments the typical human doesn't spend time in.
Big proponent of the nacho cheese, too. Feuring better watch his back.
Yeah,
here.
Justin Decent might just try to start this off on his own. Oh! Scares him. Halloween attack by Justin Decent.
Billy J's getting things under control here.
Ray Feuring currently looks like a 5-year-old dressed as a princess on Beggars Night after they go to the wrong house.
Are you saying he's got a mouthful of razor blades? Is that what you're insinuating?
All I'm saying is when I was younger, it was great. We had a guy after with a chainsaw run at us. Anymore, kids don't need to give you a joke and expect candy.
Oh, I had a guy in a pinhead mask jump out of the forest one night.
That's how it should be.
Absolutely crazy. Indianola was a wild town. All right, looks like we're about to get some action here.
By the time the bell rings, this opening stanza may take longer than the match itself. Wouldn't surprise me. These guys are heavy hitters, and they're good grief.
Feuring seeming to get a decent reaction from the ladies in the crowd there. With that
well,
hip
you
swivel.
know, Algona's
surprising.
Algona's home to some of the most polite women in all of Iowa.
That was sympathy screeching.
Oh, no, I think they're screaming in fear because I just saw some of the young ladies on the monitor cover their heads and duck.
This is not the reaction of the Beatles. This is a different kind of screeching altogether.
At this point in the bout, I wonder if Billy J himself even remembers if the bell has been called for
Does
or
Billy
not.
J remember that the bell has not rung?
And who could blame him, as this is quite the psychological battle.
Oh, the wedgie! He's got the wedgie!
He's calling for the bell, and there we go. We officially start this contest. Atomic wedgie attack to start us off.
And
Didn't
Feuring rightfully powders from the ring. He's got to readjust now. That's
Jason Michaels outside the
devastating.
ring. Now watch for Lexi, Justin Decent's second. She is there to neutralize Jason Michaels. Always great to be here in Algona. This truly is one of the great wrestling towns in not just the Midwest, all the country.
Absolutely. We got a loud, raucous crowd here tonight.
Now Ray Feuring.
Taking his own pulse.
Wow.
He's,
Yes.
he's worn out. He's blown up seconds into the match.
A health enthusiast. Now, the mistake for him here is Justin Decent, also a certified personal trainer. He knows a lot about fitness. The upper body definition on Decent looks more impressive each and every month. Collar and elbow tie up. Here we go.
You got to think that Justin Decent has a strength advantage here.
You would imagine so. He also has an experience advantage over Feuring. Feuring only a 2 or 3 year pro. Oh, a side headlock takeover. Nice use of technique there. Planted his knee on the canvas.
May just be a 2 or 3 year pro, but he stalls like he's been a 2-decade vet.
Well, he certainly has been studying his Larry Zbyszko, that is for sure. And Decent, reverses. He's got the head scissors on.
Using that height advantage.
He's using the long legs, too. And he's slapping him in the belly for good measure. Still a submission hold. Feuring powders again. And the crowd, not surprisingly, is getting a little tired of the approach of Ray Feuring here.
If I didn't know better, I think he was a little worried to face Justin Decent here tonight. Big headlock from Justin Decent. Squeezing the youngster.
Still to come is our 8th annual Costume Battle Royal. And the most recent Battle Royal we've had here in Algona, a Fans Bring the Weapons Battle Royal, was won by Justin Decent. So
Is that what's happening here tonight?
He
I've
certainly
seen
has
some
an
weird
edge.
things in the locker room so far.
Yes.
That would help to explain it.
Oh. I think he's insinuating Feuring is sweating a lot or has an oil on his body, wiping his hands off on Billy J.
He does seem to be slightly more greasy than he should.
And look at the strength on that headlock takeover by Decent. He used one arm to fling a 270-pound man over. As Billy J checks that the shoulders aren't down, and Feuring can't get the legs up. That is where the height advantage of Decent comes into play here. As Feuring tries to work up to a vertical base, Decent tries to keep the legs separated. The pressure on the neck of Feuring as Feuring works out into a wrist lock position. And he's got him. Oh, and quickly countered by Justin Decent.
Feuring wrenching that headlock in. Decent with just a couple of big forearms to the ribs.
Big back suplex.
Once again, using that height for leverage.
Highest impact move of the evening. And Feuring, I believe he's ducked out of that corner once again. The intimate confines of the vault here in Algona.
Justin Decent showing off the hip swivel.
As Feuring now ducks back into the ring, cuts off Decent. I think he worked his way around Jason Michaels on the route there.
That was a canny move by the youngster.
No, excuse me. He actually used Lexi to Decent's disadvantage that time. And now he's choking away, using the middle rope for leverage. That's just steel cable with a little bit of tape. And there's Michaels, that goon.
Now, Billy J needs to get control of this situation.
Now we saw at ImpactProWrestling.com the interview by Jason Michaels where he is mad about being on the losing end of things. And what a clothesline by Feuring. Michaels vowed to show a new aggressive streak here in IPW. So far, Ray Feuring really, after that initial stanza of trying to win the psychological battle, taking his time, is showing a real aggressive streak.
Absolutely. He's got Justin Decent in a bad place right now. Decent's just collapsed in the corner.
Billy J chiding him. We're all about sportsmanship here in IPW. Unfortunately, half the roster didn't get.
And Jason Michaels are all
No,
about
half the roster didn't get the memo on sportsmanship. Big left hands by Feuring. The Southerner with a southpaw style there. Hits the ropes hard. Oh, big kick right to the shoulder blade. Or the shoulder, excuse me. What a shot there.
That's fair. I say the crowd's pretty excited about that.
Oh, what a right hand by Decent. Irish whip. Feuring is disoriented. Decent hard. And wow, what a clothesline.
Huge clothesline into the corner.
Almost knocked him out of your computer screens. And the crowd, all for Justin Decent right now. He's a lot of fun. I got to tell you, from a social standpoint, he's the guy on the roster you want to hang out with. Hey. 10 big blows. Feuring tried to block them. I don't think he got the best of that, of course. Oh, big haymaker misses by... Whoa! Wow! Facebuster into the knee. What a move by Feuring.
Justin Decent, though.
Incredible wind-up on that. He really whiplashed the neck of Justin Decent.
Decent's in a bad place right now. They may have broken his nose there.
Oh, now oh my God!
Jason Michaels gets his nipples tweaked pretty hard.
Lexi with the aggressive assault on Michaels. Feuring, he's furious at Billy J.
I'm guessing Jason Michaels liked that more than he's going to let on.
Well, we'll have to get a full report later on. As Justin Decent fights back now. Now Feuring took too much time there trying to display that spectacular body of his.
Big open hand shots to the face, some hooks to the gut.
Decent, one of the better punchers in all of the Midwest. Big spine buster, just planted him.
Crushed him.
Oh, shoulder up.
Kind of a sloppy cover by Justin.
Yeah, it really was.
I think he's had a lot taken out of him in this match and may not have had all he needed to.
Well, to pull off a spine buster like that, it takes a lot of strength. And Feuring's a big man.
Feuring's a lot of man.
There's a spine buster by Feuring. What force. He really should cover him here, Hollinger.
Absolutely. He needs to follow up on that. He can't be celebrating.
Delayed. That could be enough still. Oh. And if he would have covered him right away, that would have been a huge victory for him. Michaels
hasn't been seen
Feuring some
since he got
advice.
His nipples ripped off.
Wave is yelling advice. Oh, what a clothesline. Feuring up to his feet. Decent with a huge clothesline. That's 2. Irish whip. Billy J almost got it there. Big elbow smash. Billy J knows his way around the ring, that is for sure. Up. Oh, I think he was going for that Death Valley driver. Feuring counters into a... He's got him in a power slam position? No.
What is happening?
Into a Death Valley driver. Fireman's carry position. He got him.
There's no getting up from that.
There you go.
Big win for Justin Decent.
So, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Justin Decent.
Good win for Justin Decent to start off our contest, our big night of action here in Algona.